Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you to the North Pole when my sister, my kids, and I went on the Polar Express train in Squamish BC. And if you're not familiar with Squamish, it's about 45 minutes to an hour drive away from Vancouver, which is on the southern side of Canada. So that's what we're doing in this video, and I really think you're going to like it. If you have a kid who's from the ages of, I'd say 2 to 10, they'd really enjoy this ride, and it's an actual train that moves on tracks around the town. So this is really fun. If you're new to this channel and this is your first time popping in, then please take a minute right now and hit that subscribe button, because I'd really love to have you with us for more videos. I post Wednesdays about nutrition because I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I also post about mom life and natural living on Wednesdays as well. And then on Saturdays I post about my fitness journey because I'm 2.5 months postpartum, and I have a personal trainer, Claire, who joins us in those videos. And then of course it's December, so I'm just whipping out all these videos for you guys. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started. So it was actually my sister who got this idea to go to the Polar Express train, and she arrived at our house in the morning with matching pajamas for my kids, and it was so cute. And so yeah, we were really excited right from the get-go. I would wear proper shoes because the whole distance from the parking of your car through the parking lot down the street into the train is all potholes and puddles and dirt. So I didn't mind because I packed proper shoes and I put Diego in boots, but if I were to be wearing slippers to go with my pajamas, I might have minded. All the activities are technically indoors too, so you don't need to triple layer your kids like I did. Okay, so when we arrived, they gave us our golden tickets, which allowed us to board the train to the North Pole. It was incredible, you guys. Everyone was in costume. We were in our pajamas, just like everyone else, and there were old-fashioned train conductors to greet us onto the train and check each booth for our tickets. Being a real train, it actually took off and went for a little ride around Squamish. During that time, we got to wave at people waiting for the train to pass from the big windows, but also there were activities going on inside the train. In each cart, there were bakers who came to offer us chocolate chip cookies, and after that, hot chocolate. There were also children dressed in character from the story, coming up to pep up the audience and run through the aisles, acting out scenes from the movie. And then later on, we even received pamphlets and sang on the train. We sang 3 Christmas songs, I think, and I really feel like this is a hit or miss, depending on the parents. So we of course sang along and even chimed in when the kids were trying to pep up the passengers, asking if we were ready for a good time or ready to go to the North Pole. It was so funny. So after we returned from the North Pole, there was more, a lot more. First we hit up the children's park, which had train structures that the kids could climb on and a sand pit. I intentionally didn't take pictures of the park because I didn't feel comfortable taking pictures of other people's children. Maybe that's my experience working in schools. I don't know, but that's why there's not footage of that. Inside the museum, there was a gigantic train as well. It was huge, and they were offering tours to go inside, and it was old-fashioned. It was really neat. We didn't actually do the tour. I just saw it from outside because I was wearing Haley in the front and I had a backpack in the back, and Diego was so consumed with all the other things going on, so it was fine that we didn't do that part. We first went to a long table that was offering cookie decorating, totally free by the way, and Diego seemed more interested in eating the sprinkles straight out of the little cup. So seeing that I'm on a fitness journey, check out my Saturday videos like I mentioned for that. But seeing as I'm on a fitness journey and my sister's eating healthy and Diego does not need that much sugar, we just did it as like an art kind of activity, and then we went to the next thing. Next, we did a miniature train ride, which Diego loved. My sister Stephanie kept offering to switch with me so I could take Diego, but I was wearing Haley and she had fallen asleep at this point, so I really thought it would be a fun auntie and nephew moment to capture them side by side, or in each other's lap, I guess. I think that was probably Diego's favorite part of the day, even more than the actual train. There was Santa to meet too, but we didn't meet him because I don't believe in waiting in those big lineups just to get a picture with Santa. I really don't. And to be honest, I don't think Diego would have done too well waiting in a line when there was a miniature train going around and around as the kids were waiting, which was interesting if you're a little older, but for Diego, he just kind of wanted to get on top of the little train and ride it. Upstairs, there was also a section for children to push buttons and control the miniature trains that were all set up. I loved the miniature village towns. I always have loved these. They light up and look cozy, and in this case, there were little people figurines skating in the snow outside of the little town. It was beautiful. The trick when you're doing an excursion like this with your kids is to time the naps. So with Diego, I actually woke him up a little bit earlier than normal so that when it was time for him to take his 11 o'clock or noon nap, he did that in the car as we were driving to Squamish. And so it was perfect. He was not tired and cranky. When we got there, having missed his nap, he took his nap in the car. So he was totally refreshed and ready for a good time. Plus, my sister and I got to catch up and have really great conversation on the way there too. After all that fun, they were so tired out that Diego actually had a second nap, which is not that common for him, and he napped on the way home. So did my daughter. She just sleeps all the time. So they both slept there, they both slept on the way back. My sister and I had so much fun just chatting in the car, and when we got home, Ian, who didn't come to this, he made us these sun burgers that were delicious and super, super good. I'll attach the link to the recipe that's on the blog of my website for those. So anyway, we had so much fun. I really hope that you consider going if you live in the area, and if you have gone or end up going, please comment and let me know what you thought of it and what your favorite thing was. I really hope that you liked this. I hope you found it informative and enjoyed this time with us. And please don't forget, if you haven't yet, to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more videos with me. Again, I post Wednesdays, Saturdays, and a lot of other days coming up this month in December. So don't miss those. Until the next video, live it well because you only live once. Bye.